His nostrils fluttered as he drew in my scent, but I knew I smelled like a coyote. Why hadn't Z used him? Obviously, this fae used his nose, and he didn't seem powerless to me. Maybe it was because they thought he might be the murderer.
You smell like a coyote. You look like a coyote. But no coyote ever wandered underhill to the Sea King's realm. What are you?
Gnädiger Herr.
Z spoke from somewhere just behind me.
This one is working for us and got lost.
I'd never been so happy to hear his voice. The sea fae didn't move except to raise his eyes until I was pretty sure he was looking Z in the face. I didn't want to look away, but I took a step back until my hip hit Z's leg to reassure myself that he wasn't just a figment of my imagination.
She is not fae.
Neither is she human.
The way Z was talking, I knew I'd been right to be afraid. The stranger abruptly strode forward and dropped to one knee in front of me. He grabbed my muzzle and ran his free hand over my eyes and ears. His icy hands weren't ungentle, but even so, without Z's nudge, I might have objected. He dropped my head abruptly and stood again.
She wears no elf salve, nor does she stink of the drugs that occasionally drop a lost one here to wander and die. Last I knew, rare though it is, your magic was not such as could do this. So how did she get here?
I don't know, mein Herr. I suspect that she doesn't know either. You of all people know that the Underhill is fickle and lonely. If my friend broke the glamour that hides the entrances, it would never keep her out.
The sea creature grew very still, and the waves of the ocean subsided like a cat gathering itself to pounce. The wisps of clouds in the sky darkened.
And how would she break our glamour?
I brought her to help us discover a murderer because she has a very good nose. If glamour has a weakness, it is scent. Once she broke that part of the illusion, the rest followed. She is not powerful, nor a threat.
The ocean struck without warning. A giant wave slapped me, robbing me of my footing and my sight. In one bare instant, it stole the heat of my body, so I don't think I could have breathed, even if my nose wasn't buried in water. A strong hand grabbed my tail and yanked hard. It hurt, but I didn't protest because the water was retreating, and without that grip, it would have carried me out with it. As soon as the water had subsided to my knees, Z released his hold. Like me, he was drenched, though he wasn't shivering. Once I'd recovered, I looked around, but the sea fae was gone.